consulting on Barney the Basset Hound.
Okay.
He hurt his tail, and the vet thinks that he whacked it somewhere. And there's because the X-rays didn't really show much, but his
Like
tail is
it's showing like broken, the tail's broken, or there's an abrasion, or
well, he can't really lift his tail when he goes to do his business, and when he does, he yelps. It's almost like he's scared to do his business.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the tail is kind of always down, and there's like a how would you describe it, Pops? It's like there's like inflammation on one part
Yeah.
of it.
Okay. So I mean, we could go a lot of different ways. The way that I would probably go with this is take some helichrysum and put it in like some alcohol or witch hazel.
Okay.
And you don't have to make it as strong as you would for, like, say, a person. Like maybe an ounce of the alcohol, maybe put like 10 or 12 drops of the helichrysum and shake it up really well, and then rub it all over, like kind of that low back, hip, kind of back of the legs, and touch as much of the tail as he'll let you, but he might not let you. I mean, sometimes
He's
an animal.
letting me.
Oh, he
He's
is. Okay, that's a good sign.
very cautiously though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing with animals is like, once they're kind of injured, like they don't process it how we do. And like, they just, they react, and it might not always be about pain. Like it's just the memory of pain. Like,
Right.
I had an alpaca one time that slipped and hurt his hip in the snow. And
Oh.
he all of a sudden his legs went really wide, and he walked like a little kid with poopy diapers. Like it was just like watching a 2-year-old walk. And every year when it would snow, he would start walking like that again. Like it was just like a memory that would come back to him. And if he had to walk through snow, he would spread out those back legs, and he walked like he was in pain and had poopy diapers. And like I walked him through the snow. I grabbed him and put him on a leash, and he was having no part of it. And so that's very typical for animals. And so sometimes the reason I'm bringing this up is sometimes it's hard to read how much is actually happening and how much of that is them afraid of what happened.
Right.
And so that you're touching his tail and he's not wincing, could still be a little bit of pain, but that's a good, I mean, if he was in pain and you touched it, he would probably let you know. And so, animals usually don't just like kind of push through it. They would just, try to give you some sort of, communication of like, don't do that.
Yeah, I could lift it like
Yeah.
maybe like
So
40%.
the pain is reducing. So that's the good thing. The pain is reducing already. And so we just want to keep the healing process going. And so like try to cover around the tail and get all of that kind of covered. You might want to augment doing the same thing, but with basil.
Oh,
But
basil. Okay.
but basil along the spine. Like do the basil along the spine, and then the helichrysum around the hips, the low back, and the tail, and not so much the butt, but like the back of his legs a little bit, like especially up high. Just take a little bit and just kind of rub it in. And
The helichrysum, you mean, or the basil? Okay.
Yeah, the helichrysum.
So I've been spraying spikenard on him with
Yeah,
that.
that's solid too. I mean, it's
Okay.
calming, it's soothing, it's still antispasmodic, it reduces the pain response. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why that's pretty solid.
Okay. And then with the fear factor, I was trying to do some pH on him. But you know how colors and animals don't really
Yeah. Just do white and just clean his solar plexus and scrub his brain. That's it. That's all you got to do.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah. For an animal, there's a little bit of an emotional response, and just how they process things. Just scrub the brain a little bit. That's
okay.
all. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're so welcome. And like just white, white.
Just white.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
not even
No,
any
no,
blue, huh?
no colors, no nothing.
Okay.
Just white.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Mhm.